Okay, let's go.
Hey there, and welcome. Ever feel like your focus is just constantly under attack, like you can't get a single thing done? Well, in this explainer, we are diving into a brilliantly simple system that promises to help you get all of that focus back. And the best part? It only takes 18 minutes a day. Let's get right into it. So first off, if you find it really tough to concentrate, I want you to know you are so not alone. It feels like we're living in a world that is practically designed to pull our attention in a million different directions all at once. It's exhausting, right? And here are the usual suspects, the main culprits. It's that endless ding, ding, ding from notifications, the constant buzzing of your phone in your pocket, and honestly, just a mind that's totally cluttered and overwhelmed. Every single buzz, every little ping, it's like a tiny tear in the fabric of your concentration, forcing your brain to switch gears and lose all that precious momentum. These things are the enemies of deep work. Yeah, this really isn't just some personal failing on your part. It's a full-blown modern focus crisis. But what if its solution isn't about trying harder or doing more? What if it all starts with something way simpler? A simple pause. The very first step to getting your focus back is to just stop. Seriously. Before you dive headfirst into the chaos of your day, you just take a moment. Now, this pause, it's not procrastination, not at all. It's a strategic move, a way to get some clarity so you can see which tasks actually matter and really deserve your energy. I love this analogy. Think of it like having Gmail's undo send button, but for your entire life. You know that brief moment you have to catch a typo or mistake before it's too late? Well, applying that same idea to your daily decisions can stop you from acting on impulse and making choices you might regret later. Okay, but a pause is just a tool, right? And to make it really powerful, we need to pair it with a pretty fundamental shift in how we think about our work and, well, our lives. This really gets to the heart of the mindset change. We're so often told to sprint, to hustle, to go all out all the time. But what happens when you do that? You just burn out. It's inevitable. But a marathon runner, they know that pacing and strategic rests are key. Life is exactly the same. Taking these little pauses is absolutely essential for creativity and for keeping you from getting stuck in bad habits. So this brings us to a crucial point: selection. Here's the hard truth. You just can't do everything. It's impossible. The key is to figure out your top 5 priorities in life. Maybe it's a huge project, a relationship, a personal goal, and then pour 95% of your energy into them. It's about saying, yeah, I have weaknesses, but choosing to double down on your strengths. And this leads to such a powerful realization. The things that make you different, the things that make you a little weird, those aren't flaws you need to fix. In a world this crowded, your unique perspective, your quirks, your passions, that is what makes you stand out. That is your edge. So if the mindset is all about choosing where to focus, the next logical question is how? How do we actually protect that focus day in and day out? Well, that is where we get to the practical, actionable system, the 18-minute master plan. It's a super simple 3-part daily ritual. First thing, 5 minutes in the morning to plan your day. And this includes creating something amazing called an ignore list, a list of things you will intentionally not do today. Game changer. Then, for 8 hours of your workday, you take a tiny 1-minute pause every single hour to reset. And finally, 5 minutes at night to review what worked, what didn't, and why. Yep, that's it. Just 18 minutes a day. It sounds so small, it's almost silly. But the return you get on that tiny investment in clarity, productivity, and just feeling in control of your day, it's absolutely massive. So here's how those 1-minute pauses might look in a real day. Every hour, an alarm goes off. You stop whatever you're doing, you take a breath, and you just ask yourself, am I doing what I plan to do right now? Am I still on track? This simple little check-in is like a magnet, constantly pulling you back from distractions and making sure you're spending your day with real intention. Now, let's be real. Even with the world's most perfect plan, distractions are still going to try to creep in. So let's talk about 4 specific techniques you can use to fight back and win. First up, if you feel your focus starting to fade, just change your physical space. Your brain connects your environment to certain mental states, and just staring at the same old desk can trigger boredom or fatigue. It doesn't have to be a big move. I mean, just shifting to an armchair for an hour can totally reset your brain and refresh your concentration. Second, Turn your work into a game. I mean, a giant intimidating task feels completely overwhelming, right? But a series of small, fun challenges, that feels winnable. Break down a big project into tiny microtasks and give yourself a little reward for each one you finish. Finished a paragraph? Awesome. You get 5 minutes to stretch. This little trick taps into your brain's reward system and makes even the scariest projects feel achievable and maybe even a little fun. Third, and this one is so important, you have to set firm limits. This is all about protecting your little focus bubble, and it's not about being rude, it's just about being clear. Let your colleagues and family know your do not disturb hours. You could just say, hey, I'm in deep focus mode from 10 to 11 a.m., but I'll be totally available right after. Communicating your boundaries ahead of time stops interruptions before they can even happen. But what about those times when you are your own worst enemy? What happens when the biggest distraction isn't your phone or a coworker, but your own wandering mind, just begging you to open a new tab and start browsing? Okay, and here is the brilliant, totally counterintuitive fix for that. Instead of giving in to that distracting urge, you lean into your curiosity about the task you're already doing. So if you're writing a report and you feel the urge to browse random websites, open a new tab and find a fascinating statistic that's actually related to your report. You see, you're satisfying your brain's craving for something new, but you're channeling it right back into your work. You fight distraction with deeper engagement. It's genius. So when you put all of these pieces together, the mindset, the 18-minute plan, the distraction killers, you're not just managing your time better, you are taking back control of your life's narrative. All right, let's do a super quick recap. It all starts with a strategic pause. Remember that life is a marathon, so you've got to pace yourself. Focus your precious energy on your unique strengths and really embrace what makes you different. Use that 18-minute plan every single day and actively, intentionally fight back against those distractions. And that's really the ultimate takeaway here. Your time, your focus, your future, it's all in your hands. This isn't just about productivity, it's about empowerment. So the only question left is, what are you going to write in the next chapter of your story?